kind of hover here for a couple of seconds, just make sure nothing seems, odd.
This year, there have been at least 6 known shark encounters in New York. The state is on track to break its record 8 incidents from last year. But these lifeguards patrolling the beach want you to know there's nothing to fear.
Do you ever get scared?
I've been lifeguarding on this beach for 26 years. I've never, ever, while I swam and went out and surfed and did this, never really thought about it, and it was never really on my mind. But the last few years, it's been on my mind a little bit more. But we're watermen and waterwomen, and this is what we do and this is what we love. It's not going to stop us from being in the water. It's not stopping us from doing our job.
Okay.
The reality is, the water is warmer and the water is cleaner, and our oceanic environment is in a good place, better than where it's been over the last several decades. And I haven't really seen what we've been seeing the last few years. So I would be lying to you if I said 26 years ago we had the same situation, but I will also say we didn't have the technology, or we weren't using the technology that we're using now to look.
Tools that now have the team fully equipped when monitoring the sea. Kerry was the first to fly his drone 3 years ago, but since then, the fleet has expanded, with more staff certified by the Federal Aviation Administration.
Here, which I've found to be very useful, is this speaker. I'm able to take this speaker and pop it right in. This allows me as the drone operator to communicate with people on the beach. Going up.
How far out can that go?
It can go up to 5 miles. We now have a fully operated drone schedule. We do a minimum of 3 flights a day, morning, midday, and kind of early evening. And we fly the entire beachfront just to kind of look for bait and bunker fish. It's great for rip current identification. May I have your attention, please? You are swimming in an unauthorized area. Please swim to the beach at this time.
And the second new tool introduced this year is called the Wave Runner, which I had the privilege of experiencing firsthand.
A little bit of an angle in towards the wave.
Yeah.
That's why we got so many of them.
The ride was particularly bumpy and not even at full speed, but it left me with a newfound appreciation for the craft.
It's like this, and I just run.
Just jump in. Okay.
New for summer of 2023, we now have a wave runner. It's what we call in surf lifesaving or lifeguarding our rescue watercraft. We've got lifeguards up in stands. We've got lifeguards flying drones looking down from the sky. And what's really nice is a vantage point is you could be safely on one of these rescue watercraft in the water and have a vantage point that's a little bit different from all the others.
Looking forward, having given all the experience you have already, what do you see next? What do you see in future seasons that you think you need to prepare for?
I think what we see next is just kind of getting used to this new normal. I don't think this is a summer of 23, 22, 21 type of thing. Oh, remember that 5-year period where blah, blah, blah. I think this is it. This is the new normal. And I think we're seeing more fish, we're seeing more sharks, we're having more encounters. There's a term that I like to use when we talk about this topic. It's called assumption of risk. The ocean is an open body water. It's not a pool. You can't see the bottom. You don't know what's in there. But we understand and we know that marine life live in the ocean. If we can minimize the possibility of an attack or an encounter by not swimming at dawn or dusk, by not wearing shiny jewelry, by swimming in larger groups or groups of people, because a lot of times these incidents are solo surfers or solo swimmers. If we can minimize the risk by following some simple basic rules, then we should at least try to do that. We are currently examining protocols and standard operating procedure from agencies all across the country that have been dealing with this type of thing on a more regular basis to figure out, for summer of 2024, if this is the new norm, what's the best thing for us to do?
From Jones Beach Field 4, I'm Linda Gaudino, News 4 New York.